Hello there. Yeah, I've actually been going for like an hour. Never went live. I've been fixing issues. I've been remembering what my code is. Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe, for pointing out that I had not actually apparently started the stream. Yeah, well, I had started sending info over for like 42 minutes now. And I had forgotten that there's an extra step in YouTube that I have to go and click a button to actually start it. Oh, you can't see me, but I have tears in my eyes. Oh, okay. Amazing. This has been the wonkiest attempt at a stream that I've ever done. All right, well, I got OBS to actually like update. Um, yes, I'm streaming now. So it's a new project. It's not a new project. It's an old project that I'm reviving, I guess. It's my little lutin project. And I was saying that I hadn't had a chance to stream, but I had done a few things and I was like completely reworking the character controller stuff. And I had started setting it up so that we had animations once again. And I was just saying that yeah, instead of using velocity, which won't work in our case because the character controller is using a character movement component thing, and we don't actually have any forces, it's just moving them. Um, the velocity doesn't work, so I'm about to fix that, hopefully. Let's have direction. X direction Y. Control that. There we go. What happens now? Do I have something that looks like he's walking? That'd be great. No, it's still doing that glitchy thing where it's going to 0 and back. Which yeah, look at this. 0.333 and then back to 0 over and over. That, however, confuses me quite a bit. Okay, apply movement. Let's not put it in here. Maybe that's the issue. I'm gonna put these back just in case that's not a problem. And we are going to go up to handle moving state. If. Put that in here, maybe? Hmm. Let's see. We have direction up here. We have direction, apply movement here. Apply rotation. Oh. Okay, let's see if this still has our little guy freaking out. It is. I would like to know why it's going to 0 though. That makes no sense to me. Let's have debug.log and just log out movement speed. Now apparently it should be going 1010 or 3030 or whatever it is. Here we go. Yeah, look at this. No, it's only 3. Now it's -3, but it's still, there isn't like a 0 over and over. So what exactly is happening? So is it the magnitude divided by speed that's causing this? Let's check the magnitude just to be sure. Or is it that it keeps on going to the idle state? Might be it as well. Okay. So the numbers make sense. It's 3s and stuff. That's good. So we're making an isometric 3D game. No, it's not isometric. It's just a 3D game. I just have a really shitty view of everything. There we go. It'll be top down though. It'll be top down, but it's not isometric. Let's see, movement speed dot magnitude. So this is okay. So I guess what's happening is I'm putting it back to 0 somewhere. That's not liking that. Probably up here. Or falling state. Okay. Idle state. Moving state. Okay, let's try something. Let's also put this over here. We'll have this in. I want to know if it's coming into the idle over and over, because it's not supposed to do that. There we go. Or if it's falling or, you know, whatever. So everything's in zeros. Everything's in the zeros. I'm sorry. Uh, okay. Let's create ourselves a little function here, a little method. And all it's going to do is this. Just put that there. We'll put that there. Probably actually should have that. Actually, that's okay over there. And we'll have this over into movement. Apply movement. And we're going to look for the other time where I use this. Here. And we're going to add this over here. Right? And now it should be only using the correct directions for everything. Okay. It's moving correctly now. But something that's worrying me quite a bit is I can still see like something flashing. So we're going to leave that there. just because it works, but I would like to know why it seems to be going from one state to another over and over. So debug.log, just log. And we're going to put the name of the states in here. Oh, actually, you know what? Current state dot name. I think I could just do it that way. Just like this. And we'll have it over here. I have a bad feeling that it's actually going in and out of like idle or falling, and that's not supposed to be a thing. So what does it give me down here? Falling, falling, idle, idle, idle. It's staying in idle. Oh, look at this. Okay. So idle, 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 idle. Falling, falling, moving, idle. Oh, gosh, okay. It is jumping from one state to another for some reason. Which would explain why it was glitching out so much. It actually is glitching out. Okay. So we're going to play it just for falling and then idle. Idle, 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 falling, 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 falling. Okay. Between idle and falling, we don't have any problems. The problems seem to come the moment we start moving. We have instances of idle, moving, idle, falling, falling. Okay. Handle idle state. This could be somewhere else, actually. It shouldn't be up here. Let's just put it down here. And we're going to go and see the thing controlling the movement. So movement state. If input equals 0, then idle. Oh, we don't have to actually, you know what? We'll put a breakpoint. If he's going from moving state and the input goes to 0, then we should trigger it. And that shouldn't happen as we're falling. There we go. Falling idle. Okay. So far, so good, because I'm moving, I haven't let go, and we haven't hit a break state. I hit a break. Okay. There it is. We have an input. Actually, I should be using input instead of whatever the heck I was using earlier. That's fine. Is grounded. I think this might be what's causing it. How do I test this one though? It's gonna be a log. Otherwise, we're gonna just keep going in and out. We're gonna make a warning log. And falling. And we're going to get rid of the other thing that we put because we already know something's wrong. Here we go. And we're going to stop this and start it again and see if falling is triggered while we're moving. There we go. Yeah, that's literally what's happening. Falling is triggering over and over and over while running for some reason. Okay. If character is grounded. Okay. Is there a world let's see. Slope limit, step limit, skin width, center radius. So our character controller, its check if it is grounded sucks, is what I'm getting here. Interesting. It's not like this is literally what it's for, but is grounded not working? All right. Mm-hmm. Da, 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 da. I'm just quickly looking through a forum post. Oops, sorry. To be clear, while setting the min move distance to 0 helps a lot. Okay, apparently it might be a setting in here. Min move distance 0. Apparently that's supposed to help. It doesn't help at all. It doesn't even help at all. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Step offset, min moves distance to 0, center, radius, height, layer priority, include layers, blah, blah, blah. Guys, just set min move distance 0, 0, 0, 1 to 0. Okay. Apparently adding a 0 might help. Does not. Doesn't do a thing. Oh, this is janky. What if I stick it to 0? No, I can't. Okay. Let's see. Do, do, do. Do, do. Okay. Aha. So, what also may be going on is if you apparently have the move happening twice, it kind of freaks out. And we have it happening once for movement and once happening for falling, I want to say. Let's see. Or we might be. So we have apply movement here that's happening on movement state. And we have another one here that's happening on falling state. So we are only having it happen once. Okay. Let's check the actual dot move. If that's ever happening twice, it literally only happens on apply movement. Okay, so that's not the issue either. And the other thing that I'm seeing online is a bunch of people complaining that the character controller is actually really buggy. So I think I did this because I was like, oh yeah, this thing exists for characters. I should use it. And now I'm regretting. Let's see. Let's see. It's changed to okay. Apparently, if the velocity for Y is too low, so like at zero, which would make sense because they're grounded, it doesn't detect that it's grounded all the time. So it has to be, there has to be like a downwards force on them. That's bizarre. I don't like that. Character controller's ground function doesn't work when character is moving. Yep. Don't use fixed update unless you're doing physics. Character controller is not physics. Use update. Okay, let's double check that we are indeed using the update. Let's see. Update. We are using update. Don't call move method twice because that causes issue with ground detection. We are using it only once. Beyond that, I suggest reorganizing things to make top-down update loot rather than leaping in and out of stuff. Basically, read inputs, process inputs, move character controller accordingly, set animation. Yep, that sounds correct. You're welcome. See. Okay, someone has reworked something. Mm-hmm. Uh, yeah, this guy is also saying that he had it moving twice and that freaked out. So in the description, it says it's a Quebec folklore project. So what is about exactly? Oh, uh, so the idea was like if you've ever played the Untitled Goose game, uh, you have this character that in that game, which is a goose. Hello, hello. I'm sorry, music. That is not what I asked you to do. Okay, it was playing the wrong music. Yeah, so if you've ever played the Untitled Goose game, you have this little mischievous character that goes around and screws stuff up in town. The idea with this one was that you'd have something more inspired by Quebec folklore. So you have this lutin who goes around and causes havoc. The main idea is that uh, he can walk around, he can climb on stuff, he can pick stuff up, and you're kind of using that in more of kind of exploratory, puzzly stealth kind of way. So you're trying to sneak around town, do random little quests to piss off the villagers that live in this town. It's kind of set in um, colonial Quebec sort of vibe as well. And I wanted to have a whole bunch of different folklore inspirations for different characters. Um, those that can give you quests, for instance, you can have like La Dame Blanche, who is going to be trying to get you to do things that would help out the villagers. And you could have also obviously listened to Le Yaub, who's the devil, and he'll be getting you to mess around with the villagers. There's a whole bunch of other little things, but that's the basic idea. It's like a stealth puzzle game, essentially, where you're just being a pain in people's butts. Yeah, so the character controller I am not impressed by so far. I, I am certainly not impressed by it. I think I put it in because I had read that this is essentially like this is supposed to be four characters and you're supposed to be using it, but it just doesn't work very well. That is, it seems to be exactly what's happening. So the is grounded part of it is freaking out. Yeah. The is grounded part is freaking out and it's just constantly starting over and it's saying it's not grounded when it clearly is. Um, I do not have time to fix that tonight, unfortunately. But I think I'm going to do what everybody else seems to be doing online and just like scrapping the use of this because it's not very good. Move Y, vertical velocity, jump height. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, okay. Let me just really quickly. And the result of the script is falling down too fast. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a bunch of angry people that are saying it isn't working right. It's grounded, not working as intended. Yeah. You should add gravity all the time, apparently. It doesn't have to be much. Okay. Okay. It's saying that I need to have gravity at all times, which is bizarre, but okay. Let's see. Apply gravity. Let's do that. Let's just see what happens. Velocity, gravity. Character controller is grounded and velocity 0. Okay, sure, let's do that. Handle moving. We're going to also go in here. Apply uh, apply gravity. Right. And then we're going to do the movement. This is in handle moving state. So if I go over here, and I turn this off and then turn it back on, it should take the changes that I just did. And I am seeing the time. And that don't help at all. Okay. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be it for tonight. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm so sorry that I like lost over half an hour of this stream because I completely forgot to click the go live button in YouTube. But we got there. We got there. And yeah, I don't know when I'm going to be able to have another stream. My timetable's a bit messy, but next time I come on to this, I'm definitely going to remove the character controller altogether. We're going to go down the route of using what I've gotten used to using, with like rigid bodies and stuff, and just checking every frame under the character to see if he's touching something. I'm pretty sure the character controller does that under the hood anyway. So yeah, thanks for dropping by, Joe. And whoever the other person is here that hasn't said anything. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.